ready here. Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof.
Except for the part that lets me actually hear you.
Oh dear.
No,
Oh dear. Technical difficulties already. Ah.
There we go.
Hello. Good evening. I was just saying hello to my stream.
Oh, I'll be saying hello to mine momentarily.
Hmm.
And then you can explain what hell you've set up first.
Oh, I've set up hell like no other, lying. It's not that bad actually. Although we are going to go fishing.
Okay. Fishing, you say?
Yes, fishing. Oh well,
is the save already live?
The save is live. You are welcome to join at any point in time.
Okay.
I will be spawning a pod at the appropriate planet momentarily.
Uh-huh.
What?
I'm already nervous. I remember that there's 1.4 gig of mods, for God's sake.
The 1.4 gig of mods is mostly just 2 extra planets. Don't worry about it too much.
A planet is not a small object.
2 extra planets and an entire revamping of the aerodynamic system.
Oh, good.
So, yeah. That's gonna be
This is
fun.
a save that you just threw together in like 10 minutes.
10-15 minutes, yeah.
Oh, goody. So I shouldn't expect much balancing, is what I'm hearing.
Well, I haven't put in any extra weapons mods or anything like that. Like, it's mostly vanilla, essentially.
Apart from the extra planets and the existence of the existence of aerodynamics.
Yes, but Drago does a very good job on the aerodynamics mod. So yeah. I am going to spawn a drop pod. There should be a faction that you can join already.
Have you basically just made the game Raft?
Not exactly. My drop pod is apparently falling sideways, which worries me, but that's fine.
Well, the drop pods weren't designed for aerodynamics.
No, they weren't.
They were designed for aero braking, and then a parachute.
Yes.
Oh, here we go. Oh, this quote is perfect from Freeman Dyson. Aviation is the branch of engineering that is least forgiving of mistakes.
Yes. Right, drop pod is landing slowly.
You're going to kill me, the token mostly Irish person, on St. Patrick's Day. This is how it's gonna go.
Is it St. Patrick's Day? Oh god.
Yes. Know how I know this?
I think we're rolling down. Well, I think I'm rolling down a hill. Oh dear. Don't worry about it.
I know this because my Irish mother was born on St. Patrick's Day.
Oh, that's neat.
Yeah, handy way to remember. If my mum seems angry, it's probably after St. Patrick's Day.
Makes sense. Right. Pod is in. Join the faction. Feel free to.
I'm still loading currently.
Oh, you're still loading. Okay, that's fine. Good evening, Lydia. GPS is. Which one is further away? It doesn't matter. I don't need either of them. Delete. There we go. Right. Yeah. Welcome, everyone, to my upside down drop pod. Apparently. Oh, I forgot to turn my camera on. Give me 1 second.
For a hot second, I thought you were going to say I forgot to start the stream.
I mean, it would be, honestly, considering the week that I've had, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if I did.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it's been one of those weeks. It's been one of those weeks. Right.
My week, for the most part, has been chill. I've just been trying to get the new machine up and running.
How's that going, by the way?
Oh, I have a boot drive, and I have a drive that can be a boot drive, but I can't clone the boot drive onto the prospective boot drive whilst the boot drive is in use. So I need to borrow Fuzz's machine at some point.
I mean...
Okay, joining the... I'm presuming this is a Final Fantasy reference faction. Lion and Lucian go fishing. Lovely.
Well, that's actually the description of the world. The faction is Ghost Industries.
Am I going to expect Kevin Costner with gills?
What?
Also, which planetoid am I aiming for here? Europa?
No, you're joining a faction. Go to the faction selection screen, and you should have Ghost Industries
did that
as an
part.
option. Oh, in which case you should have a respawn pod somewhere. A respawn point.
Nope.
No?
You spawned in, like, just a drop pod, right? That doesn't count for me.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh. There we go. Share with faction. Now you should be able to see it. Yeah. That's because Space Engineers is fucking weird about these things.
It presumes that you're going to be enemies with everyone, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, you should be able to respawn now.
Oh, now everything's loading. Oh boy.
Oh, you've respawned upside down. That's fine.
That I did.
Welcome.
How's that parking going?
Look behind you and yeah, you'll find out. Hey, in fairness, we rolled down that hill, so it's in pretty good condition overall.
What's the black morass ahead of us?
Oh, if you'd like to follow me down to the shoreline, if you will.
The shoreline?
The shoreline, yes, the shoreline.
Oh boy.
Actually, that might be quite a trek. Yeah, we can go. We can go see it.
We can make it.
We could probably just fly down, to be honest. Just don't fly too fast.
I'm not enjoying how different my HUD looks.
Oh, yeah, that's the modern style HUD that I prefer to use on my world, so... Don't fly too fast. Well...
Good news. I've now reincarnated.
Congratulations on reincarnation. I was gonna say, don't fly too fast.
Now I can change my class and be an entirely different brand of overpowered, which is apparently a genre that's taking off at the moment.
I was gonna say, don't fly too fast, because aerodynamics does cause you to burn up on re-entry, as it were. So there is...
near as I could tell, it also severely interferes with flight mechanics.
Well, yes. Space Engineers flight mechanics.
I didn't anticipate that would be the case for my jetpack.
Oh yeah, no, it affects everything.
So I have learned.
So
through
just
trial and error.
Yeah, essentially just do like little hops when you fly. Makes things a bit easier. But yeah, we seem to have spawned near or on the North Pole, essentially. Ish.
Huh.
Or maybe the South Pole. I'm not actually sure which.
I was gonna say, I'm used to the South Pole.
But yeah.
Or am I even say I'm acclimatized to the South Pole?
It will affect rovers, Shadow Toiga. But in fairness, rovers don't usually go that fast, so it won't affect rovers that much in the overheating department. So yeah. But it, yeah,
On the shoreline? Because I don't see you anymore.
I am on the shoreline. Yeah.
Send up a signal flare for me.
I should be a tiny black dot. Hold on, I don't have my...
The entire ocean is black. This does not help
Do
me.
you have your antenna turned on?
Should do. Start
Because I didn't, for some reason.
Yep, seems to be.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm standing at the ocean. And I'm standing on the shoreline. Ooh, and I have an unknown signal.
Oh, I see a moving pixel.
Oh, that might be me.
Either that or my mod is dying. Both
Well,
of these are equally plausible.
Don't cap hack me, if you don't mind. I'd rather that didn't.
I-
Oh, I see you. I think I see you.
I don't
Is
know
that you?
what that means. What does that mean?
Capacitization, the act of flying into someone at very high speed and killing them.
No, I don't want to touch the jetpack now that I know it's affected by aerodynamics.
Yes, I see. Anyway, come join me at the shoreline. Come join me at the shoreline line.
Well, it definitely looks like an English shoreline.
It does.
Okay.
You seem confused.
Okay, the water hurts. The water hurts.
That's because you've got your helmet open.
Are you telling me that I'm a space engineer and I can't swim?
I'm telling you that you should probably close your helmet if you want to go in the water.
This is a space suit. It's not submersible.
Exactly.
Why then do you presume that closing my helmet will help in the least bit when what I'm wearing is several times my own weight?
Because it helps me.
Can we in fact swim in this? Or is it just a matter of I'm walking on the
jetpack.
bottom of the sea?
Jetpack.
Oh, okay, so the answer is no.
Like, the answer is no. The water mod physics do not allow you to swim. It is the one thing that doesn't really work. Buoyancy does work, though, in this. Like, you can build boats and stuff. But yeah, you
Well,
you
who
will
among us
deplete
hasn't wanted to
oxygen.
just walk straight and steadfastly into the sea?
But yeah. Well, welcome to Agaris, is the name of this particular planet.
Sounds like a farm.
I guess. The planet itself is originally part of the Agaris at War scenario. I plucked it from that and loaded it into its own save. But yeah,
I imagine the first thing we're going to want to do is cannibalize that drop pod.
probably. Although there is an unknown signal like 700 meters over this way for me, so I'm going to go grab that quickly first. Also, I don't
see
have
if I
a
can
marker
find the
for
black
where
dot
that drop
is here.
pod was, so...
Okay, I will stand next to it then and hopefully be useful.
Well, our signal beacons aren't that far, but once I get within range, I'll be able to see you, I guess.
Well, that and I can also just pick a waypoint.
That's true. That's true.
I would presume the first thing we're going to want is power, but given that we apparently have high oxygen and high warmth over here, we don't actually have much need of anything. I have a mild need for medical attention after a slight occasion of drowning, but other than that, I'm good. Do any of the mods change if it becomes, like, cold when the sun goes down?
No. No, it doesn't.
Okay, so we also have no need of shelter or food. Got it.
By the sounds of things, yeah.
I'm presuming here.
Perhaps? Sorry, I'm half listening because I'm dealing with stream setup stuff at the same time.
Oh dear. What happened?
Don't worry, it's nothing major.
Who is Nothing Major? Is that someone I should ban from my chat?
No, I don't think so. Oh, it looks like you've got an unknown signal dropping now as well, Lai. I can see its parachute in the distance. But yeah, no, I was just looking into the reactives because I don't have yours up at the moment, and I didn't realize that the reactive Discord images plugin is getting an upgrade. So I need to update all of that at some point. But that's fine. It's not a major problem. Beep, 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 beep.
Oh, I
Okay.
just thought of something else that's probably
Give me
in
a
this
thing.
mod pack, isn't it?
Hmm?
Is there a sound pack in this mod pack?
Nope. I did not.
Thank God!
I did not add my voice to it because, like, I've got to be honest, my voice irks me. So, listening to myself talk about things and telling me stuff is annoying.
Wow, editing must be a nightmare.
That app.
Imagine how I feel.
Come on.
Look, I know it's mean, but it's like 80% of what people come to our streams for.
Yeah, it is. Oh no, now it's rolling away. Ah, gotcha. Oh, I got a badger rifle.
Does it shoot badgers?
No, but I think it's got a badger-style skin. I'm gonna quickly grind down this drop pod,
So it doesn't shoot badgers, but it can be used to shoot badgers?
I guess.
And I'm dismantling the survival craft.
Okie dokie. Now, fair warning, I've left most of the settings to their default states on our inventory sizes and everything. If we feel like we need to change that, I can in the future, but yeah.
You say that like I haven't modified them.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, I think I usually
Vanilla
run
is my jam in this game.
Yeah, that's fair. And that's why I've left it mostly vanilla. What terrible task have I set for myself in this world? Well, Scarlet, the terrible task in question is,
Dealing with me.
that is not a how dare you? How dare you self-deprecate yourself like that, Lion? How rude of yourself.
Well, if I don't,
At
capitalism will.
yourself. Oh, God. Capitalism does enough already.
I know, it's such a hard one.
Yeah.
We should not give it a raise.
Uh-huh. Anyway, we seem to have spawned at the north/south pole. I'm actually not sure
pole.
where we've spawned. We've spawned at an pole, yes, and I'm not quite sure which pole that is, but it's a pole. So yeah, but I think our main objective at the moment is to build a boat. Because we can, you know?
I would have thought power and safety and security would have been high priority, but I guess that works too.
Yeah, you know, boats are also important, I think. I think they're important. Do you not think boats are important, Lion?
I mean, not while you're standing on the land.
Yeah, but, like, we need to go to the other land. So, because the other land probably has better resources. Unless you just
Does
want
it?
to build a rocket here.
Well, I could maybe try rolling the survival pod down the hill, I guess.
Speaking of, where is the survival pod? Could you show me a GPS?
There you go.
Eh?
Wait, no, that's the wrong thing.
No, that is your Twitter lying.
I swear I did click copy to keyboard, but
Yes, everyone go check out Lying's specific Twitter status. What does that one link to, by the way?
that's the announcement of this stream.
That's the stream announcement. Yeah, I thought it was much.
There we go.
Right. John Hunt. Oh, I'm actually not as far away from it as I thought, but I did run past it a bit. Oh well. Time to climb up a hill. But yeah, we have the aerodynamics mod as well on this world, Scarlet. So we can build planes if we want to, which will be interesting. Because I've never really properly played with the aerodynamics mod in survival without having someone else there to guide me.
Speaking of someone else there to guide you, this might take us a bit.
Yes, it might. Just a bit. Which
Because
this
you've
will
enabled progression.
Oh, god fucking damn it. Fine, I guess we're playing with progression then, since it's enabled by default.
Which means I can't actually even roll this down the hill because I can't make a gyroscope.
Hold on. Let me see, what we need a basic assembler to start things off. That.
I love the history of my search menu here so far. Because the first thing I searched for was cockpit, and then I just tried to search assembler. Guess what I typed in both cases?
Yeah. Did you know that those words are blacklisted in Space Engineers?
Except for the search bar, apparently.
No, they are, like, actually blacklisted in the search bar as well. For some reason. They just don't work properly.
Apparently.
Like, yeah. Right. Plane Parts Plus and the Skyblade propeller rebalance. Your favorites mods to use with aerodynamics? Yeah, I'm used to using plane parts with aerodynamics. So okay, we now have access to wheels and a variety of other things.
I found a gun.
You did find a gun. Congratulations.
An S-10, standard issue sidearm, built for use in a hostile environment.
Congratulations. Lying has a gun. I should probably run now, shouldn't I?
Well, you're wearing armor at least.
Am I?
Technically, you are wearing the medieval engineer's head.
Oh, yeah, I suppose. I don't think plate armor is going to help there. What? I need to research. That is a cockpit. Okay.
Which is, it doesn't matter what cockpit it is. It's gonna be better than the passenger seat.
Yeah, that's true. Even if it is upside down.
Technically,
well,
for us, it's right side up.
For us, it's right side up, but yeah. We need computers.
Computers, displays, and interior bits.
What can we get? I mean, we should probably get some ingots refining, to be honest. Oh, but of course this is ice. Ugh, hold on, let me go find a patch of stone.
Sorry, I've just been yelling that at you for like like the past minute.
Yeah.
New Millennia Episode 1 had this exact problem.
Yep. There are patches of stone around here that I was running over earlier, but finding the things.
Cockpit left.
Greetings, Nalibi, and welcome. Cockpit left? What? What do you mean cockpit left?
Well, if you look in the direction of where the cockpit is looking, go to its left. There's a big piece of like rocky stuff over here. In fact, I'm already detecting gold. We're rich.
Oh, nice. We're rich. Well, until capitalism finds this planet.
Unless we find it first.
What?
Oh god, this means that there are literally gold in these Thar hills.
Well, it was nice while it lasted. There's gold! Gold in them there hills! Apparently.
Gold for me Lucky Charms.
Do you even eat Lucky Charms?
I mean, they're an American thing, so not really. And exactly how appropriative they are of Irish culture, I don't know, but it's not a great thing.
Oh god, I'm bouncing. I'm bouncing. I'm fine. I'm not sure that we're using the Agaris ore map, Shadow Toiga. I think we're just using the Agaris planet. So it's standard ore generation with the Agaris planet, unless that's inbuilt. I'm not 100% sure.
There we go. Got some ingots processing.
Nice. Right. I mean, the best thing we could probably do is stick a pair of hydrogen tanks inside of this thing and roll it down into the water. That's what I'm thinking.
Not to alarm you, but I think it's moving.
Is it? You sure? Doesn't seem to be.
Ooh, buggy's working.
Nice.
I mean, it doesn't have any form of, like, stopping anymore, so...
Yeah.
And it is on a 45-degree slope.
It's a long slope, yeah. Well, we're not playing the Agaris at War scenario, Alibi.
Thank God.
Yeah. We're playing the standard, just the planet itself. Like there are a variety of other planets in the sky. We don't have any of the factions or anything in this. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure that that comes with the stuff inbuilt. Hold on, let me get to the. There we go.
Energy low.
So yeah, we have a gyroscope now.
Need more gyroscope, I think.
Okay. What if I give you a push? No.
Think I'm too heavy for that.
Hold on.
It might theoretically also help if we built at least one of these thrusters the other way up.
Possibly. Or we could just give you more gyro.
Yeah. More gyro will work, we'll just destroy ourselves on the way down.
We need some more computers.
We need some more rocks. If only I could hover over the rocks.
Give me computers. Give me... Wait. There we go. There we go.
Oh Jesus, 52 motors.
Hmm? Oh, I picked those up from a variety of things. I think mostly the... Oh god, okay.
Yeah, it works now.
Okay. Are we just gonna sled down in this thing? Is that what we're gonna do?
We may want to move the ore detector first, but otherwise, yes.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the ore detector. Alibi, thank you for your subscription with Prime. Oh god. Alienar, how is SC behaving today? Relatively. Oh, okay, we're stuck on the antenna. Give me a second.
Who's this we talking about?
Well, you're stuck on
This is.
Would you prefer?
This is going one way or another. This is going to be a catastrophe. It'll be entertaining, but a catastrophe, and I'm the one in the cockpit.
Just slide, would you? Whoopa. Oh god. Whoa. How
about those thrusters?
Yeah, might be a good idea. Oh god, we're still moving. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. What can we do? We can... Yeah, okay. Give me thruster. Give me a thruster.
I was more thinking of the up persuasion, but I guess that'll do.
Oh god, okay. Yeah, sure. Hold on.
Are you building a seat?
Not at the moment. Hold on. Do we have any metal grids on anything on this anywhere? It has metal grids.
I believe metal grids will require cobalt,
Yeah. Probably.
so I don't think so. I remember this being a problem, man, in Antarctica.
Let me see. Give me a sec.
You've clipped my wings. I can't flee anymore.
You can't flee anymore?
Well, I certainly can't go up anymore. Honestly, I'm surprised one small thruster did the trick.
Yeah, I'm building 2 now.
No energy.
Oh, I've run out of it. Hold on.
Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full. Inventory full.
Oh, god damn it. Components everywhere.
Well, we used to have a storage crate.
Yeah, and then we ground it down, didn't we? I think.
One of us certainly did.
Oh god.
Inventory full.
Okay. Good there, Light?
Ish.
Inventory full.
I only have upward thrust. This is not easy to control.
Oh, fair enough. Oh, God. Ooh! Okay. Well, bye! Or not, I guess.
I can only see that I'm still moving.
Energy low.
Very slowly, yes.
Well, the ocean's coming to me very slowly. I might make it there by spring.
Perhaps. Okay. Can you roll? Roll? Oh, yep. There you go. Okay. Yeah, that
We saw that
was
coming.
one of the thrusters. No, actually, no, it wasn't a thruster. It was our survival kit. Great.
I'm a lot lighter now.
Inventory
Yeah.
full.
Also, we have no way to
Tally-ho.
respawn now.
But we can make it to the next island where you said there'd be better resources.
Except that we
just have
don't
to
have a
get,
way
like-
to. Oh, you're.
I just have
oh,
to
wow.
make it there
Okay.
before I run out of...
Power, and you only have one direction of thrust.
Yep, but I have gyroscope. I'm a very
Oh, God.
cheap drone.
You've left me behind as well. Oh boy. Where have you gone? You don't have an antenna or anything on you either.
I'm headed for shore.
You're headed for okay.
HMS Tumbleweed is on the way.
Mm-hmm. Just, you know, be careful, I guess. Although I don't know that I'll be I don't know that I'll be able to catch up with you, to be quite honest. Yeah, power's running low. I am liable to... I'm gonna need to respawn. I'm gonna spawn in a new drop pod, lying, because we've lost our survival kit. There's no getting that back.
I lived!
You lived! Congratulations!
I landed on the shore and I'm alive. Nothing else broke.
Amazing. Amazing. Yeah, I'm grabbing a new drop pod because I don't know where to find silver at the moment, and we can't craft anything because space engineers. Okay.
HMS Tumbleweed is gone.
Oh, what happened?
Because it was your respawn pod, you dingus.
Oh, right, yes. Well, so good news and bad news. Good news is we have a new respawn pod.
Bad news is you've abandoned me in the ice.
Bad news is that we're 79 kilometers away.
Aha.
Yeah, that's not so good. Ooh.
Well, now I don't even have what was left of HMS Tumbleweed to grind for parts.
Well, it's not like you were going to be able to craft anything from that anyway.
The parts I could have turned into an assembler.
No, you couldn't. There's not enough.
Or at least something.
There just isn't enough,
It was also
realistically,
just
from
a
a drop
vehicle.
pod to... Yeah, I guess. Ow. Well, anyway, respawning is probably in your best interests, to be quite honest.
Alright, 72 kilometers, which direction?
79 kilometers.
Oh,
Yeah, just respawn.
But
Honestly.
if I respawn, I won't have my gun. And I kind of
There's another gun in the drop pod. There's another gun in the drop pod.
Okay, walking into the sea.
Or just press backspace.
Wait, there's a button that just kills me?
Yes, there is.
That's a terrible idea.
I
Who would do
know.
that?
Yeah, you can just press
why would you just
backspace
have a button
and...
that kills you?
Yeah, I don't know. Blame the Space Engineers devs. Just press backspace and you end up dead. Oh my god. Oh, Def1, thank you for gifting 10 tier 1 subs to everybody. Good lord. Welcome, Wolfenstein 5315, Dragon Reaper 000, Nick Matt, Lord Darkness 39, PhD Composer, Kronos 3323, Stephen House, That Guy Trench, Perseus Grey, and Lord Freedom. Welcome, everybody. Thank you, Old Deaf One. You are a madman. Complete madman.
It's fun just bobbing along at the bottom of the beautiful briny sea.
Oh, good lord. Sanity is a construct? Yes, I suppose it is. Oh god.
Depth 47 meters, approaching the English front.
I should hope that lying's decently loud on my end, Dusty. But...
Are you responding to my chat?
Yeah, I am. I always chat to both chats. I'm flexible that way.
I'm flexible in other ways.
I'm sure, Lying.
By which I mean there's a possibility I actually have a disorder of the joints.
Oh, that took a turn for the worse, now didn't it?
It's one of those things of I have a friend who has it, and they like took one look at me and like, yeah, you definitely have this.
Oh dear.
Any better?
Well, you're definitely louder on my end.
Yeah.
Loud enough that I actually have to turn you down a little.
Dear God,
I know.
that never happens. Depth 80 meters. Approaching the first anomaly.
What are we in now? SCP?
Subnautica.
Yeah. One or the other.
I feel like that Futurama moment where it's like, how many atmospheres of pressure can the ship take? Well, it's a spaceship, so anywhere between 0 and 1. I'm trying to remember how many atmospheres it is per like meter of depth, but I'm at 100 meters now, so it's probably less than this.
Probably.
I suppose I'm not dead yet, actually. I guess that's the next question. Does this water mod have a concept of like pressure?
Yes. I believe so.
Well, apparently I feel like I should be very
I
much
don't
dead.
think it's affected by... I don't think it affects the spacesuit, but it does affect other stuff. Oh, according to Nalibi, crush depth is 500 meters.
Oh, I've got a ways to go then.
Yeah.
Alright, I will push the do you wish to die button.
God.
Gonna need a pod.
Can it? Oh, it's not shared, is it? Give me a second. Select all plots. Yeah, with my faction. There you go.
Oh, it's much warmer here.
It is a bit, isn't it?
Oh, there's a question. Is there any kind of speed mod here?
We do have like 200% speed, I think. Like, we can go up to 200 meters a second at the very least.
Oh god, we're literally on the other side of the planet, I think.
Yes, we are. Like,
Oof.
very far away.
Well, time to punch trees, I guess.
I don't lying. This isn't Minecraft.
And yet this works.
What do you mean this? No, it doesn't. Like, you
I
can
literally just cut down a tree.
I mean, you can cut down a tree, but it doesn't give you anything.
I must be using the wrong tool.
Yes, Nalibi, we are.
Okay, it's not the saw blade or the drill.
No.
It's the welder.
Lying. Stop welding the trees. It won't do anything. Literally won't do anything.
Oh, it's cooking.
What? What do you mean it's
Just
cooking?
making a sizzling noise.
That's just the sound of the welder.
Well, yes.
Hi.
Alright, what's the plan? Because rolling to shore doesn't seem so good now.
Well, the shore is relatively close down there. But I suppose the plan is to start setting up a base of some sort. Now that we're not in the icy tundra anymore. So the question is, where do we want to set up our base?
Well, dry land makes sense. But we could be really extra and be underwater.
We could. Airtightness is not currently a factor in the mod. That comes in the next update. So we will still be seeing everything with the underwater filter.
Understandable.
So we could make an underwater base, but it'll look very wet.
I mean, of course.
Yeah, Agarist, but not at war in this case, Old Deaf One.
We are going
is
to need to mine some stones.
Yes. Well, thankfully, you're standing on dirt, so, you know,
Oh, good.
not ice. Yeah, we're playing with the Agarist planet, but without the Agarist at war scenario, essentially. Because the Agarist planet looks cool. Which is why I like playing on it, so. Okay. I don't know, Old Deaf One. I don't know if Agarist Standard has the same ore spawn rules as Agarist at war. Give me pillars. Oh, don't tell me pillars are locked behind progression. Are you serious? No, they're not.
Do you mean columns?
Yeah,
perchance?
columns, pillars, same thing.
Oh wow, there is actually a cold emote that I've never seen before and will probably be making very liberal use of in my videos.
In the Millennia videos.
Yeah, when they come back.
We need... For power! Okay, let's dig up some dirt. Yeah, Prospero, I should point out, as I've said before, we're not playing the Agarus at War scenario, so all of those factions, they're not in this. Yeah. Yeah. We're playing on the planet, but without the scenario. So we have all of the planetary stuff, like as in terrain generation and all of that. But any of the custom factions or settings, we don't have any of those. I mainly grabbed Agarus because it's a good water mod compatible planet. So yeah.
I love that because of where the lights are mounted on my character, I can't actually see what I'm digging because there's a shadow.
Yep.
Despite the fact it's throwing off so many sparks.
I've just stolen all your rocks.
My rocks! Why do you touch my rocks?
Well, they're my rocks now.
Our rocks, comrade.
Yes, our rocks. Yes, sure. Well, I believe that Captain Arthur has a test system up on the Steam Workshop for Ares at War at the moment. Old F1. So if you want to check it out, that's probably a good place to start.
Nearly got the buggy cockpit up.
Okay. I suppose the big tower that I was building
It gives
is
us
not
it gives us
important
control and it also works for power.
then. I suppose.
We can dock it to that big tower, I guess.
Okay.
Plus, I can just like shove a drill on the bottom of this.
Yeah, I suppose. But yeah, for everyone who is tuning into my stream today and is surprised to see me playing Space Engineers with not Sliver or Saren, Lying is a fellow content creator who has been around for a very long time, longer than I've been around, that's for sure.
Old as dirt.
Well, I wouldn't exactly compare you to dirt, but, sure, I guess.
Yeah, that dirt's too good for me.
Stop self-deprecating yourself, lying! Good lord, man. Good lord. Anyway, Lying is a very, very kind fellow content creator who has been around for a very long time, and if you would go and drop them a follow, I would be, well, I personally think they make very good content, so I think they deserve a follow or two. Hold on. I do actually just have a link to your stream that I can just grab. There we go.
Multi-stream is also a possibility.
Yeah, I forget to set those up, to be honest. Yeah. Whee. Old F1, that was an awful pun. Awful, awful pun. Oh, God.
Please do not bonk me with a hammer. That is so much worse than a newspaper.
I'm sorry, why are you joining in on this self-deprecation session, Dave? I thought we were trying to stop self-deprecation here. Or is that not a thing? Oh, you can play Space Engineers in Proton. Wait, what is Proton? I forget, what is Proton? Is that a Linux thing? Or am I being an idiot
I
here?
think that's a Linux thing, but I'm not an OS person.
Fair enough. Nalibi says it is a Linux. Nipd, no self-deprecating here. No self-deprecating. I will not allow it.
Yay.
I will not allow you to self-deprecate. Bad.
You can't stop us, you're not our boss.
Ugh.
Also, what
I'm
happened to this
depressed
architecture?
enough as it is. I don't need to self-deprecate. You are officially a no Windows shop as of this week because you are bad and self-deprecating. Oh dear. We almost have power. Almost.
Okay, now the pod actually has like solar power, so it should at least get some eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So I just add a couple gyros onto this thing, I can, HMS Tumbleweed can ride again.
Dave, if you manage to get SC working in Linux, do you think you could... never mind. Don't worry about it. I'm just
No, they
thinking out
can't
loud.
hack the Pentagon and change your taxes. For one thing, the Pentagon doesn't
God.
handle taxes, especially not yours.
I don't have taxes. I don't earn enough money to pay taxes.
I'll move it.
Yeah.
Turns out you don't have to be a billionaire, you just have to be very poor.
Yep. Pretty much.
Dusty, that is quite the threat.
You will have taxes threat. Pushes money at you. I see. Yes. Do we miss a girder? I feel like I missed a girder. There we go. Girder. And the windmill is now functional. Woo!
Oh, goody, power.
Okay. Though honestly, Dave, if you want to join us on this save, I have no issue with that. So I don't know how well Linux space engineers will handle connection. Oh. Time to rip things off of the pod and add wheels. Oh, God. You know, I actually made my first ever Space Engineers motorcycle the other day. And I was
How did that
quite
go exactly?
pleased with it. Oh, quite well, actually. Handled surprisingly well. I mean, honestly, Nipty, Keen has done many things deserving of what's the word?
Praise?
Hatred, I was gonna say.
Ah, the opposite.
Yes, the opposite. And like,
Inventory.
I feel like, not supporting Linux is low on that list of things. Because they literally just went and added Space Engineers to Xbox, and in the process caused major problems for the PC side of things, which they only fixed like a few months ago. Like they've done a lot of major problems in general, honestly. Oh, and they also one of the things that they did was they tried to force modders to utilize mod.io so that Xbox users could get mods, and they basically went. They had to backtrack really quickly on that because every single modder just went, well, if you're going to force me to opt into this, I'll just stop playing the game. Which, you know, modding is one of the big reasons that Space Engineers is still relevant today. So, yeah.
That and copious DLC.
Well, the DLC you could take or leave, to be honest. It's mostly cosmetic.
But I like pretty things.
That's fair. That's fair.
And also massive hack-off guns.
Also fair.
And the
Right.
weather system.
The weather system used to be a mod. So, yeah. I need a basic binary.
I think the rule is that games can be very good and keep themselves relevant with very good design, but modding is like a great way to keep a game alive for years to come.
Yeah.
Minecraft, for instance.
Yeah, Minecraft is a very good example of that.
Energy low.
Alright, I need a couple of large steel tubes and the survival kit can't craft. If only Minecraft supported modding.
Nipty, if you want to learn more about the stupid things that Keen has done, and more specifically about the stupid things that Marek Rosa, the CEO of Keen, has done, my recommendation is go watch a Wasted Space stream on Space Engineers at some point, and just ask him about Marek Rosa's blog posts. And that will give you all the information you need. To paraphrase Marek Rosa at some point, if you're thinking that you might need to fire someone, fire them. They're not worth the hassle. That was something that was actually written on the CEO of Keen's blog. Which... yeah... Just some of the things that Marek Rosa has said in the past have... They cause me to question humanity. They really do.
In an invading Ukraine kind of situation, or in an invading Poland kind of situation?
I hate
In
to
what
ask.
fashion is humanity involved?
Like... Okay. Give me a second. Well, more Wasted and Marek, more like a hate-hate relationship right there. Okay. Let me go to 2013 on Marek Rosa's dev blog. Wait, no, 2013 was when he actually started writing sensible stuff. Give me a sec. How about 2012? Oh, here's a good one. So, Marek's last game... So, Marek is the CEO of Keen, and Keen's original game, the game that is definitely not in any way, shape, or form Space Engineers, was Minor Wars 2081. Here's a post about Minor Wars 2081. Funny bugs in Minor Wars 2081.
Oh boy.
When you lock doors on your mothership and then travel to another sector, you respawn outside your mothership, but since the doors are still locked, you can't get back in. Interesting, weird, probably easily fixable. When you die in a co-op game and then you respawn, you are still dead. So what you're saying is, when you die, you stop being able to play the game.
When you die, you stop being alive.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, there's a lot of shit on Marek Rosa's blog. It is... Yeah. God. Where is... Oh yeah, here's an interesting one. 18 years of being a programmer. So in 2012, Marek hit 33 years old. Apparently...
God, imagine that.
Apparently, his programmer period of his life has been longer than his non-programmer period.
Right.
He has spent 18 years programming since he was 15 years old.
Not inconceivable at this point in history.
Not inconceivable. He says, and here's some interesting math for you guys. If he spent 10 hours of programming per day on average, that's 65,700 hours of non-stop programming. Okay. 10 hours a day. That's a lot of programming to do a day. Apparently, if he wrote 100 lines of code per day during his whole life, or during his whole 18 years of programming, that's 657,000 lines of code. That would apparently make a book with 30,140 pages. Or 43 books.
I feel like you're trying to get to a dig at some point, but this is sounding extremely reasonable to me.
No, all of this is Marek explaining how much like 10 hours of programming per day on average is.
Uh-huh.
It ends with, it would be 0.22% of the distance between the Earth and the Sun.
Still sounding very reasonable to me.
Then
I
he
spent a lot of
says,
time on code.
then he says that he has actually got total hours of programming at 65,700 hours. He actually says that he has spent 65,700 hours over 18 years programming. So, the question then is, how do you spend 10 hours a day, 7 days a week programming since you were 15? No one does that. Even the most dedicated programmers do not spend 10 hours a day, 7 days a week programming. Could you...
Agree to disagree.
I'm sorry. If you spend 10 hours a day doing a single thing, 7 days a week, without a break...
I'm disabled. I can't do anything for more than 3 hours. This is already unrealistic to me.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
a neurotypical, sure, they've got the moon to go for.
I'm sorry, even a neurotypical person would not be
Of
able
which
to
neither
do
of
that.
us are.
Yeah, neither of us are neurotypical
So we have a very
people in this
distinct
case.
perspective here.
Yeah, but at the same time, it does sound, yeah, like Dave says, it sounds a little bit like he's like buffed up the numbers here a little bit. And this was on an official blog post, right? Now,
I'll grant you, he probably wasn't keeping a spreadsheet.
no, I doubt it. But it's a little bit over the top to say that this is exactly how much time he's spent programming. A little bit over the top. Now, I want to see if I can find the post that he made about whether you should hire or fire someone.
Oh dear. Already worried now.
Yeah. Now I know this exists because I saw Wasted read it, but it's finding it that's...
We just had Cartesian builds make complete fools of themselves live on camera. I'm expecting bad.
Let's see. Oh, yes, here's a good one, which completely contradicts his entire thing about programming. Transitioning from programmer to leader. Here's one of his points. Production work is left to the production staff. I no longer do the actual programming.
Let's somewhat cut his numbers into a bit there.
Yeah, just a little bit. Apparently, he does everything in his power to not be a bottleneck to the team. Reasoning, developers
from not
can't
coding.
wait on his decisions. Okay. Sounds fair. I try to lead, not manage, and especially not micromanage. We tried hard to hire only senior developers who can work independently. Yeah, okay.
I'm starting to get the picture that someone should never, ever, ever talk about any kind of hiring or firing practice because it always comes across as evil. Because
I mean,
capitalism.
yeah. Like, there's a lot of stuff that Marek writes about, which is... yeah. Let's see. Where is that post? Where is that specific post that... oh! No, that's not it. Want to find this post, this ridiculous post of his. Ooh. Oh, okay, here we go. So, this is the start of it. And this post is titled, "Getting a €1 million investment was super simple."
Uh-huh.
You can already tell this is going to end badly.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of this, he has something listed, upcoming chapters. History of Minor Wars. How did I convince the investors? What wouldn't convince the investors? The relationship with my investors. How we operate in a lean startup mode, changing role from programmer to entrepreneur, and last line, how to pick the right developers and fire the others. I'm sorry. Did I miss something here? What do you mean,
What?
how to
No,
pick
nothing.
the right developers and fire the others? Where are we going with this?
Let me see if I know my tech lingo. To the moon?
Yeah.
Along with their exit rate, I'm guessing.
Hold on, that is the post that I'm looking for. I just need to find it. Okay, so that's that.
Interesting little thing of the progression here. We can make a half dozen different kinds of cockpit. We can make gyroscopes, all sorts. You know what we can't make?
What?
A light.
Wait, what? Really?
Because it's locked behind the basic assembler.
Oh, well, I've been welding up a basic assembler here.
That's
or
the
basic
refinery.
refinery.
Assemblers on the...
Yeah. Well, we need both for the progression thing, I'm fairly sure. Yeah, we need a
Not
basic
wrong.
refinery
Oof.
to get our ore detector up. And we need the basic assembler for the other stuff.
There is an ore detector on the pod, at least.
Yeah.
How long is the day-night cycle?
Should be 2 hours, standard.
Oh, right. Okay, then. Which is to say that we're going to spend the next hour and a half in pitch blackness.
I could probably speed it up.
That might be worth putting onto, like, more of a stream schedule.
Yeah, probably. Okay, give me a sec. Let there be light!
Praise the sun!
Pretty much. Yeah, I know, we've been through this. God. Marek, like, here's the thing. About maybe 6 years ago, Marek's blog posts stopped going insane. And instead they became quite mediated, like, quite good. This was because Marek stopped writing them.
Got an assistant then?
No. Somebody just took over. And, like, nobody quite knows, but everyone's fairly sure that Marek just, like, stopped having anything to do with Keen itself. Like, especially when planets were introduced. Because planets were something that Marek never wanted to add in the first place.
Didn't want to add planets to Space Engineers?
Inventory full.
Planets were originally never planned to be added to the game, and they were actually added while Marek wasn't at the office. Like, they were added while he was...
He went out for lunch and they just furiously coded them in.
Well, they were added while he was, like, at a conference on the other side of the world, and apparently when he came back, he was furious about it. Like... I don't understand it, honestly. Yeah, apparently he didn't want guns in the game either. He didn't want planets, he didn't want guns. He didn't want half the aesthetic blocks we have now. Yeah, it was a thing. It was a thing.
Okay, 9 more motives and we'll have a basic assembler.
Lovely. Right. What would SE look like without planets? A lot less interesting, Leonard, I think, is the answer to that. Like, my personal view of Space Engineers is if it didn't have planets, that would be a very big shame. Because planets are one of the things that makes Space Engineers really fun to play. Like,
I would tend to agree with that.
being able to visit different planets, go from one place to another. Yeah. I like that. I like that idea.
The logic behind the new machine's name is... I was gonna call it something like a D&D monster, because that's my naming convention. But it's... like, significant parts of the new machine are based on Fuzz's old machine, which was called Fenrir. So, I like looked through Norse mythology for something that made any kind of sense with that, and what I managed to find is that there is another wolf that's not actually related to Fenrir, but it's called Garmr, and is effectively the Norse equivalent of Cerberus. It is a blood-soaked wolf that guards the entry to Hell's domain, Hell being the goddess of the dead. So that is why the new machine is called Garmr.
Makes sense to me.
I really hope this is rotated the right way.
I just rotated it.
If it works.
So, it is now.
That is a lot of steel plates and motors.
Yeah, we need them
Did you
for
make
the...
something to craft multiple times?
I might have put in the refinery twice, but it's fine. We need the stuff.
You're not wrong.
And we mainly need steel plates at the moment.
The searchlight from Warfare 2 is honestly like one of the best parts for a content creator in this game. Because you can literally just have a light follow you.
It is quite handy.
You can just set it up, put it to like max width, that kind of thing, tell it to follow friendly players and stuff, and then as long as you're within a certain radius of it, everything is visible.
Well, yeah.
It's so handy.
It's good for cinematics. I personally have a preference for the room light from Frosty's Industrial Logistics mod, which is so much better. But then again, mods usually do help in that department.
It's kind of their thing.
Yeah.
Mods exist to fill niches of players.
Hey, Red Drax.
Like my mods that are mostly made to make players suffer.
I don't usually suffer with your mods, I've got to be honest. I find them quite fun.
How often have you played with them?
Quite a few times at this point.
Really?
Yeah.
Which ones?
Well, mainly the one that gives me, well, the ability to class, not class, races, essentially. And that's with me playing as a construct, which, well, that's not so fun, I suppose, because it means I can't heal, but regardless.
It's pros and cons, pros and cons.
Yeah. I don't drown. So, that's nice.
This mod being various oddities, for anyone wondering,
Yes.
available on Cursefoot from Minecraft 1.16.
Not 117 yet?
Not yet.
Not
Do you
yet.
know how much effort is involved in updating
Yes.
between
Yes,
versions?
I do.
Oy.
Like, if the effort that I put into updating the mod showcase worlds every time I need to update mods is any indication, then
It
yes,
is
I am aware.
It is so much more.
Like, as I said, if it's any indication, then yeah.
I do kind of want to go to 117, predominantly because presumably there is code in there to make the Warden able to hear things, which could theoretically mean that I could make mobs actually respond to sound.
Oh god.
And I've spent some time this past week actually implementing, you know how when you're wearing the right skull, specific mobs have like half as much ease like seeing you? Like if you're invisible and you're wearing like a creeper skull, then basically creepers can't see you at all.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Well, I added light's level relevance to that. So if a mob doesn't have dark vision for any reason, if you're in pitch blackness, you're basically as good as invisible.
Oh, fair enough.
So now, for instance, pillagers don't have night vision because they're just humanoids. So if you sneak in, if you go to a pillager outpost in the dead of night, most of the pillagers will never know you're there,
Fair enough.
which is really nice. I like that stealth option. But I did also do a crime this past week in coding Strem, so
What do you mean you did a crime?
I invented mugging.
Oh yes, now I remember.
Full.
I tuned into that stream and I was like, what do you mean you've invented mugging?
Water arrows when destroy the torches. Literally that is something Nifty has suggested to me.
Is there a mod that adds cute pets and tiny spacesuits? I don't honestly know, Dave. I don't honestly know. Oh, I've run out of energy. Let's see. Like, it is very possible that there is a mod that adds cute pets and tiny spacesuits, but I have not seen it. I know that the water mod has fish and seagulls, but they're not interactable.
We are 19 steel plates shy here, and then 8 motors.
I mean, there are mods that add... Actually, I tell a lie. I tell a lie, Dave. There is a mod that adds NPCs that will follow you around. There is. Oh, I forgot about it,
I
but
think
yeah.
I've seen that one showcased.
It does exist. It's the Robo Factory mod. It adds
Yeah, I
little
think I've seen that.
NPCs that follow you around and can defend you or weld things up. So yeah. Hey, Ecto. I am indeed quite well today. Well, a little tired, but then again, who isn't these days? Yeah, actually, I'll probably throw the Robo Factory mod onto this save at some point. 'Cause we might as well. Yeah, especially if we're going to have other people join us on here at some point. If Dave ever wants to join us, that is. And if Sai ever wants to join us, because I'm fairly sure Sai does own Space Engine.
Need more rock. Lion, go get rock.
I don't think spiders count as a
Pets, I'd agree.
pet, Nalibi. I'm gonna be honest. I guess there are spiders.
Spiders
and
don't count as pets. They do count as hellish horror beasts from the depths of Hades.
well, from the depths of whatever the alien planet's called in this case.
I think I called it F that.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Not sure. Much as I'd love to see alien life, not gonna touch that. Not remotely. You could not make a space station like safe enough for me to be near it.
That's fair. Woo! Basic refinery.
Huzzah!
Huzzah! Huzzah! Kaloo Kalay. Okay, let's see.
Okay, got that processing the stone now.
Mm-hmm. And now we can make...
I don't have nightmares about spiders, Dave. But my days certainly become less pleasant when one becomes involved.
Okay. Do we have enough power to run this?
I'm not sure.
Turbine is producing 185 kW. We need 330. We need more power.
Well, if only we weren't building on columns, we could add a solar panel.
You say that lying.
Can we actually put a solar panel on the side of this?
I believe so. Because columns are a little weird in the way they work sometimes. But I need interior plates to build them.
Which we're still gonna have to make in the survival kit for the moment. Also, when it's raining.
Let's see. Yep, I can just do that. Because that makes sense. Thanks, space engineers.
Is that another turbine?
No, it's not another turbine, but it will allow me to put
spotlight?
another turbine on.
Oh, is that
both.
that's another column? Gotcha.
Yeah, it's another column that I've just
I-
stuck on the side because that makes sense, right? Okay.
In theory, if we just build higher, the turbine will get more power. Probably not as much as...
No, it's currently running at max power. We need more turbines.
Alright.
It's running at max power, and I can tell you it is because we're currently in a storm, which accelerates the wind.
Oh boy.
Right.
Fuel low.
Opa.
Fuel critical.
But here's our optimal power setup for Space Engineers. Well, it's not optimal. It's better than nothing, that's for sure.
It's a recurring pattern at the very least.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'll let you know if anything starts happening.
What is a DWP? Department for Work and Pensions.
Essentially just the benefits department.
You mean the torture department?
More or less, yeah, they don't have a great reputation.
Well, great is an understatement.
Energy low.
They have a very, very bad reputation among the disabled community here in the UK.
Because they love to make us die.
Yep. Well, the disabled and
they're the
working
governmental
class.
department in charge of telling the people in wheelchairs that they need to run more.
Pretty much.
In my case, today I had an operative of the DWP look at my my CV, which includes a computing degree, and then suggest maybe I should go on some 2-week online courses for how to like do basic web design.
Yeah.
Which I guarantee you would be like the kind of thing that you might have learned about in like primary school. Just like, here's how you use Excel. Fun fact, I was the one that taught how to use Excel in those classes because I knew more than the teacher.
Yep. That's about right.
I haven't learned it in 20 odd years. I am probably not going to learn it in 2 weeks in an online class to a level that it would be worthwhile being on my CV. Any more than my bachelor's degree. Like, my degree is generally kind of worthless, but that is just... Come on, give me some,
Would you
some
li-
credit.
Would you like to know something that my my DWP work coach told me the other day? They told me, and I shit you not, this is something that they actually said.
Like,
If you can get us a diagnosis for autism, we can stop providing you with requiring you to like, look for work regularly.
I wish they told me that like 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm. Like, I'm sorry. You want me to, like, okay, there is a not 0% chance that I am somewhere on the autistic spectrum, right?
I categorically am, and they've never said that to me.
Yeah. But at the same time, they're literally just going, hint, hint, nudge, nudge, get a diagnosis. And I'm like, it's not that simple. I'm sorry. You don't just walk into a doctor's office and go, hey, I need a diagnosis for autism.
Can't imagine.
What the hell?
More rock. Need more rock. Lane, get more rock. A big part of why the DWP have a bad reputation in England is because they were set up by the Thatcher administration way back when as part of the nanny state, the so-called nanny state, to call it derogatory. But then the Tories have been in power for about a decade, and if there's one thing the Tories hate, it's anything that costs money, including the.
Yep.
So they have been defunded up the wazoo and have been encouraged to find every possible opportunity to make sure they don't have to pay anyone anything.
Yep. It's
now extends
not
to their
a good
pandemic
situation.
kind of issues because their risk assessment for infectiousness inside of their actual buildings includes no mitigations whatsoever. Not even an open window or a turned on fan. It's...
Yeah.
One neurodivergent diagnosis, please. Oh yes, of course. Oh god. I'm still on waiting lists. I got my diagnosis for autism by sheer luck, more or less. Everything else still on waiting lists.
Yep. I'm still waiting to hear back on my ADHD assessment.
Energy critical.
But that's enough about our failing benefit system that we have here in the UK.
That I constantly have to deal with.
Yeah. It is.
I'm
an
lucky they had
unfortunate-
a shift over recently, which was that if you have been unemployed for like 5 months or something it is, you have to take literally any job opening.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to actually look for things you're good at, you just gotta take any opening.
Yeah.
Thankfully mine haven't been very heavy on that.
Yeah.
But it
They've.
is- Wonder how well that'll go. Surprise! Immediate record layoffs.
Yeah, it's one of those things that's actually, like, they've said to me as well, like, as soon as this period is up, we need you to take any job that we offer you. So in order to not have that happen, we're going to essentially ask you to get a doctor's fit note to, like, because the DWP work coach that I'm actually being supervised by, as it were, is actually a pretty decent person. Like,
I think a lot of them are. I don't imagine
Yeah.
that it's a job you apply to if you don't want to help people. The trouble is the system is designed
the
to
system
prevent
is
you from helping.
designed to prevent, yeah. But like, so because like they're a pretty decent person, they're just like, okay, we need to technically do this, but this is what we can do to mitigate anything like that and help you not die, or be homeless, etc., etc. So it's basically like getting through all of that, getting through all of the hoops that you have to jump through to get into a place that won't probably kill you, essentially. So yeah, it's not a great situation, that's for sure. Not a great situation. Right. But yeah, that's the other thing. Like, as much as people might say that there is no stigma against autism, which there definitely always has been.
Always will be, probably.
And well, we can hope that things change, but yeah. Like, I was talking to my partner about possibly getting a diagnosis for like autism and other possible, like, because ADHD and autism overlap quite a lot. So it was something that I was like going, maybe I should look into this. And my partner literally went, because my partner is definitely on the autistic spectrum, but he can't get a diagnosis because if he gets a diagnosis, oh god, lying, I need parts. Hold on.
Tumbleweed away.
That's, oh god, okay. You realize you have our only survival kit, right?
Yes, I realize that now.
Don't crash. God. But yeah, it's basically, yeah. Oh, and don't forget there's aerodynamics as well, lying, and there's wind. So
I lived.
if you get buffeted by wind, you might roll over if you're not careful.
Well, I still have most of the ship.
Most?
We round off most of the rest of it, but
Well, fair enough.
I could definitely do with some stabilizing thrusters rather than just.
I mean, I think we could definitely do with finishing getting this base set up first.
Right, I'll see if I can hover over there.
Well, try not to break anything, please. Oh, you left. Ah!
I did say.
You left a landing gear behind. You just left a landing gear behind because we ground off the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Well, let me grind that down. Oh, God. Watch out for the tower. Oh, you're over my head now, so that's an improvement, I suppose.
I think I'm getting the hang of this.
Uh-huh. Could you land now so that we don't lose another survival kit? Like, I don't doubt your flying skills, but at the same time you're flying around in a pod that has one direction of thrust.
There we go.
Right.
Woohoo! I'm also out of hydrogen, so that's basically the only way I can fly right now.
I'm not sure if you can recharge your hydrogen from the survival kit.
There's an oxygen bottle in here, not a hydrogen bottle.
Well, is the hydrogen generator connected to the survival kit, is what I mean.
That is the real question. I can access the H2O2 generator either way. Yeah.
Well, let me throw the hydrogen bottle in there for you to grab. Because I had it on me because I was flying around the power tower.
Need more rock.
Rock, 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 rock. Yeah, we need to move the kit to the main base.
Yeah.
It's just a case
Do we
of...
get the materials for it back if we dismantle it?
Yes, we do.
Do
We're
we
not
get
running
enough
all scrap.
materials? Because that's small and this is large.
It is not the same amount of materials, no.
Yeah.
We get
So we can't
the,
dismantle
like,
that survival kit and make a large grid survival kit.
we can, but we need to build the large grid survival kit first. Then we take the medical components out of the small one and put it in the large, because they use the same amount of medical components, and that's the important piece.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Come on. Okay. That should be enough to finish that windmill. Yeah, there we go. We're up to 3. That should give us enough power, I think.
My question now is, can I put a drill on the bottom of the tumbleweed?
Probably.
But the next question is, will you let me fly
Yeah,
the
refinery
tumbleweed
is
whilst there's a
working.
drill on the bottom?
Not until we finish transferring the survival kit. Which
Yeah.
I think is fair, to be honest.
I think I've demonstrated adequate, like, piloting acumen.
You've demonstrated adequate piloting skills on a vessel that only has one direction of thrust.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'd rather not risk it. If you know what I mean.
Spoil sport.
Oh, I'm the spoil sport, am I?
Yes, you're actively being the spoil sport right now.
I'm trying to keep us alive! Okay. Well, good news is refinery and assembler are now functional, so you can throw any stuff into there instead.
Oh, I've already been doing that. Now I need a
Good.
drill. I think the next thing I can do is just put an actual attachment point on this thing. Obvious place to do that would be the H2O2 generator. We don't have the power of connectors.
Hmm?
Where it's the connectors that I would need to attach this to the base would require progression again.
Oh, what do we need for those?
I'm not seeing it actually.
What do you mean when... Oh, God. Ah.
It is behind a storage
we
crate.
need... it's behind conveyors, actually.
Which are also behind a storage crate.
No, we've already unlocked the storage crates.
Okay, so if we build any kind of conveyor.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right.
Actually,
has a fever, there's a
hold on.
fever. Yes.
We don't even need to
Light.
build one.
Oh? You need to finish one?
We can just build a small grid one. Which I am quite thankful for, actually. Oh God, that's... Ah. Give me the pipe. Give me the pipe.
Well, you heard him, chap.
There we go. We should have access now.
Fuel critical.
Woohoo!
Oh. Okay. Nice. Okay.
Alright, if you want to work on a counterpart for this on the main base.
Yep. Would you mind moving your headline? Fine?
Yes?
Would you mind moving your head? Or just
Is there a
like
particular
moving-
direction you want?
Well, like to... Thank you. There we go. That's enough.
Didn't know you meant in game.
What, where else? Why would I want you to move your head in real life?
I don't know, you asked.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Tumbleweed connector done.
Lovely. A little bit more stone. Down into the mine.
How far down does that mine go now?
Not that far. Not that deep.
So it's not quite deep rock.
No, not quite.
But we are galactic.
Well, we're something, that's for sure.
Well, we're planetary, but we're not quite intergalactic, I guess. But you know, intergalactic, planetary, same difference.
Mm-hmm.
Rock.
Rock.
I feel like there's a bit of disability access issue here.
Hmm?
Keep
What do you
having
mean?
to, I keep having to launch myself to get over this side.
Oh, yeah. No ramp on that side. Okay. I'm about to grind down the other spike. So, just, you know, don't die.
Alright. I'll
Try not to get yourself killed in the 0.3 seconds that it took to weld up this survival kit.
It's
we
a
go.
big ask, you know.
I know.
I live under the Tory government.
Oh god, you're right.
Like there's a lot going on there.
Mm-hmm. Right, well, we now have a base-bound survival kit.
So you're saying I can fly the tumbleweed?
Yes, you are welcome to fly the
Hey.
tumbleweed. Just try not to crash it. You've left another landing gear behind!
You cut it off, yes.
Every time you launch, you leave a landing gear behind. That's really funny, actually.
Well, eventually I'm gonna have a big drill under this, so one way or the other it's gonna be landing.
Yeah, that's true. It's not just Lying who's flying, it's the collective human spirit. Yes, Lying has been possessed by the collective human spirit. What does it say, Lying?
Capitalism sucks.
Yep.
Also punch
That's
Nazis.
about right. Yep.
Hang on, I'm getting a deep message here from the collective human spirit. It says trans rights.
Sounds also correct. Oh god. Where are you actually going with that thing?
Whichever way it takes me.
Okay.
This is Seesaw Aeronautics. It's going worse.
Seesaw Aeronautics. Okay. Sure. Right. Well, you can start fitting or retrofitting that thing for drilling now if you want.
It is going to need some kind of like connector connection over here.
Yeah, that's true.
In part because I'm going to need this thing to be off the ground so I can add the drill.
Yeah, give me a sec.
Because if I try to add the drill to either side, I'm going to go head first into the ground.
Yeah, that's true. We don't have cobalt at the moment.
Nope. There is an ore detector on the tumbleweed though. Or there was. It's just incomplete. But we might be able to fix that up. And indeed, I just did. Perfect.
How many metal grids do we have on that thing?
On this thing?
Yeah. Yep.
I believe there's one per thruster. Do not take my thrusters.
Okay.
The rest of it, no idea.
Okay. Well, we'll forego the cargo container for now then.
Okay, ore detector goes 50 meters, so there is no ore within 50 meters. But I can hover about a bit and see if I find something.
Fair enough. I mean, at the moment our best bet is probably stone, because, well, stone. And we do need some more stone.
IO tumbleweed, away! Just gonna gently glide over the surface and scan whatever's below me.
Fair
Try
enough.
not to hit a tree.
Please don't hit a tree. Considering your vessel is called the Tumbleweed, then it'll actually start tumbling, and that's not good for anyone.
Inventory full.
Actually, wouldn't this be Tumbleweed 2.0?
Technically, yes, but there's no record of Tumbleweed 1 existing.
True, it got deleted by the world.
Inventory full.
I feel like a groundhog.
Because you keep going down and seeing your own shadow.
Well, I keep coming out of a hole and then going back in, yeah.
Nothing found so far.
Dave says do a loop.
No. No. I have less control than a helicopter. I'm not doing a loop.
Fuel critical.
And back down into the hole I go again.
Inventory full.
I may be in a tree.
Oh, lying.
It's fine.
Is it though?
Yes,
Is
I
it
can just
fine?
gain altitude.
Full.
Alright.
That is the first physical interaction I have had with a tree,
Hopefully the last.
at least in several years.
Okay, well, hopefully by the time you get back, I should have a connector ready for you.
Hooray! I have not found any ore whatsoever so far.
That's what I was worried about. You see, Agaris at War, the scenario, has ores set up in massive veins, but they're few and far between. I'm wondering if the Agaris planet is set up the same way.
That would really suck, wouldn't it?
Not really. It means that we get, like, massive iron deposits. It's just that they're fewer to get to. And the good news is that Captain Arthur, the person who created the planet, also created ore maps for the planet.
So we just need to know our latitude and longitude.
Pretty much. And we do have a compass.
Oh yeah, I got a really sweet one in Sea of Thieves recently.
Shut up. Still annoyed about that.
I know. Also, this is actually quite relaxing to do.
What, fly around on one vector of thrust?
Yeah, this is actually quite nice. Like, it can go drastically wrong very quickly, but I've kind of gotten the hang of it.
It's a bit like driving a motorcycle in Space Engineers as well, to be honest.
I wouldn't know.
Well, I only did it a few days ago, and I'm still quite surprised at how well it handled, all things considered.
Could you give me, like, a GPS coordinate on you?
Yeah, give me a second. Yes. Name. Boom. Base.
And next up, Screwfix.
There you go.
Alright, hit it home.
That could be a problem.
What could be a problem?
Fuel critical.
The fact that the survival kit just turned off.
Not enough power?
Not enough power. I've turned off the basic refinery for now because it's drawing too much at the moment. So the survival kit can stay on. We need to finish building that last wind turbine first. Or we need a storm,
on
one
my
of the
way.
two.
Such nice weather.
Thank you, Real Serenity. It is a very nice mask. It is the prototype, I should point
Oh,
out.
I forgot you're wearing the mask.
Well, yeah. I always wear the mask when I'm
What are
on
you, Jim
camera.
Carrey?
What?
What are you? What are you, Jim Carrey?
Ugh, God, no, I'm not a comedian.
Well,
But yeah. No, the mask is a prototype. At least the one I'm wearing is. The actual one is not finished yet. Hopefully it will be one day. Oh, that's not all. Yeah, we need a storm. That's annoying, actually. Oh. Oh, no. It seems to be working again. That's fine. Not finished yet, flying.
How much longer you got?
I need 117 steel plates.
Okay, I will land then.
Yeah, best to land. I'm waiting on the refinery to run through. At the moment, it's got 5k stone in there. Then I can turn the refinery off and switch the assembler on, but I can't have both on at the same time at the moment.
I see. Yeah. That is a pain.
Yep.
Can we turn? I'm seeing the survival kit flicker. I'm guessing we can't turn that off.
We cannot turn that off. No.
Because if we do, and somehow something happens to us, bad things.
Yes.
Right. Because the tumbleweed is no longer a respawn point.
Pretty much.
Okay, well, the next question is, what can I do to help?
Stone. We need stone.
We need rock.
Yeah,
I get
we
rock.
need rock and stone.
Story of my stream tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that and the tumbleweed, which is so much fun.
Mm-hmm.
Who needs full vectored control when you can just gently tilt in the direction away from where you want to go?
Well, in fairness, it works a little better in this because aerodynamics mod and everything as well.
Disagree. I think it behaves pretty much exactly as I'm familiar with.
Well, once you build, well, essentially lift and drag and stuff are now relevant in this as well. So depending on how you place blocks, you'll get less or more drag and lift, which is quite ingenious, honestly, the way they've engineered that.
It's nice that exists. I worry about how intuitive it is for the player.
Relatively intuitive, I've found. Like, it uses, like, realistic aerodynamics physics, essentially.
Because humans are well known for being able to figure those out.
Well, we figured out airplanes, didn't we?
Like, less than a century ago.
Yeah, but a century's still a pretty long time. You've got to...
Human civilization is 100,000 years.
You know.
Inventory full.
We have additional knowledge. So... I do own a top hat, Screwplace. It's not with me at the moment. It's halfway across the country.
Fuel critical.
And you call yourself a gentle ghost.
I never said I was gentle.
Genteel? Gentile?
None of the above?
I didn't know you were Jewish.
What? I'm not.
Gentile, non-Jewish.
Oh, I don't know the meaning of these words, lying. I am but a humble YouTuber. I'm ignorant to most things. Okay, we're almost done. If I could but have a refinery running. Get us some final steel plates.
I've stuffed this thing full like 3 times so far.
Yeah. We're almost there.
Okay, there we go. If that's not enough to get this thing working, I'm not sure what is. The greater question is, this solar panel on the tumbleweed isn't going to help the base power issues much.
Well,
So if I
it might
hook
not
up
help
the
much,
tumbleweed
but
right
the battery will.
now, if I hook up the tumbleweed now, it'll discharge the whole battery into the thing, and then it'll just drop off.
Well, once we get those last 2 turbines up and running, then we'll be good. Oh god, I'm running out of hydrogen. You have that hydrogen bottle on you.
I do. One second.
Thank
There
you.
you go. Okay, I'm gonna try and land the tumbleweed on that platform.
Okay.
It's not been constructed, so this could be
Likely
fraught.
to explode.
Yes. If you feel like fixing that thing up before I land on it, please do so swiftly.
We do not have the parts.
We should have materials with steel for it.
I don't believe so. Okay. Back into the mine.
I need your lights.
Oh, hold on.
There's no docking light on this thing.
There you go. You have my lights.
Okay, let me know how close I am.
Not close at all.
Well, I was closer earlier, and then you left.
Oh, you're drifting too far to the, well, that way.
You're drifting too far to the that way does not help me.
I'm sorry, I don't really know which direction is forward and back for you. Too far forwards.
The connector is left.
Or back, no, too far backwards. And right, too far back and right. Too far forwards, too far forwards. Okay, you're almost there. No, too far forward still. Okay, almost there. A little bit further. Oh. A little bit too far back. A little bit too far to the left. Too far to the left. Oh. God, this is heart-wrenching to watch.
Okay, I'm landing this and we're putting a light on that.
Uh-huh.
Because you looking at me is making it hard to see the dot.
Well, okay, what if I do... But I can't... I have to look at you to direct you. Oh, God. Never mind. I'm gonna go mine some stone. I mean, Real Serenity... Shack School of Aviation comes with the slogan, "Any landing you can walk away from." I don't think that's gonna help here.
Inventory full. Energy low.
Also, quick tip for people who are just joining in on the Space Engineers side of things and who are interested in picking up the game or playing the game. If you press Alt and middle click, it deposits everything in your inventory into the inventory you are looking at, which is quite handy.
Inventory full.
Why are there cannonballs in the assembler?
Because we have the ability to make cannons.
Huh.
I thought that would have been obvious.
I mean, I guess. Just didn't expect to see it.
Mm.
In a game called Space Engineers, I didn't expect to see cannonballs.
Well, I added the boat parts mod, so... Oh yeah, no, the slogan is actually those were extra parts. You're right. You're right, Shadow Tiger.
Refinery seems to be struggling.
Refinery is currently off, because otherwise everything else turns off.
Well,
Yeah.
currently everything else is turned off because I need the refinery to run.
Hold on. You know what? I have a solution for this.
Do we create a timer block and a button?
No. We start a...
Use your words.
We start
Suddenly
a weather.
foggy.
We start a rainstorm. That'll help.
Oh.
That
Oh,
will
I
actually
see.
help
You
because
deli-
it speeds
you
up
deliberately
the...
turned it off.
Yes.
I thought we just got hit by a weather front.
No. That will actually help because it'll speed up the turbines and give us more power.
Yeah, now it's working.
I'm not uninclined to play God on this particular save at times. Oh, congratulations, we've unlocked some new blocks.
Yay! Which ones?
Inventory.
God
What
knows.
was locked behind a light?
I don't know.
Oh, LCD screens. And
Oh.
programmable blocks and timers. So I had to build a light to make a timer block, but not an
Well.
assembler and refinery.
That makes sense, I guess.
Energy
Well, it's gonna be even harder
We
now.
could probably make the Treasure Planet flying ship, Dave. That is 100% possible. It would be complicated, but yeah, possible.
Dear God, I can't see the ground anymore.
Yeah, because it's raining, because we need power.
Exactly.
Treasure Planet was a good movie. It's a shame we never got the sequel.
There's a sequel.
They had planned a sequel, yeah. Oh, you're almost there, Lying. Like, all of the concept art and everything for the sequel was being made, and then the project was cancelled.
What?
I have no idea. Probably something to do with Disney and other stuff. I think Treasure Planet was Disney anyway. It was too much money. I mean, wait, hold on. There's a reason Treasure Planet bombed at the box office. And I think it has something to do with the release date. November 27th, 2002.
Oh, come on.
Ah, yeah, here we go. Treasure Planet released released about 10 days before the second Harry Potter movie. That's why it bombed at the box office. Because Disney scheduled its release timing horribly. And on purpose, I should point out. Yeah. That's why Treasure Planet didn't do well, and that's why it didn't get a sequel. Because Disney scheduled its release really badly.
Inventory full.
Right. Fourth wind turbine is now up. I tried.
Parking.
Hmm?
How am I doing for parking?
You need to go back a little bit and to the forward, well, left and forward a bit. And okay, back, forward, forward, forward. You know, I'm gonna be honest, Lang, I don't think this is gonna work.
I got very close. I parked next to it, it just didn't connect.
I think Lang is using third-person view, Prospero. It's just that Lang is also flying with only one direction of thrust. So,
that direction being up. So
yeah,
everywhere,
the only
every
direction
which way
being
I
up.
tilt this.
Yeah, it's, yeah, that's the main problem. Ooh, you're almost there. Down a bit. Yeah, connect. Connect. There
Yes! We did
Nice.
it! We got
Congratulations.
there! In the fog, no less.
we go.
Whew.
Right, we're connected up, and we only have one more wind turbine to build before we should be good on power for regularity. Ooh. Right.
So dead chuffed about that. Ugh. Okay, so now that this is off the ground, and hopefully that extra wind turbine keeps us in power, I should be able to add a drill on the bottom of this.
Should being the
But
operative word there.
probably not within the next 18 minutes.
Probably not. But this save will be up for next week if we want to play it. So that's good. And it's certainly gone better than the last time we tried to play Space Engineers on
Yes,
on a
but in
Thursday.
fairness, you put us on a massively heavily modded server on like
Wasn't
on
that
like
heavily
wipe day.
It wasn't that heavily modded.
You had me download 1.4 gigabytes of mods just for this save.
Yeah, and there's only like 6 mods on here. There we go.
Okay, so I need to connect, ideally the inventory, like, need to connect the connector to a drill at the bottom of this. I can at least lay that out. Because thankfully, these come with a thruster at the bottom. Or is a small thing, right? Am I remembering that
Yes.
correctly?
Or is small connectors. You don't need to worry about that too much.
Okay.
Inventory full.
Oh, is that tomorrow? Oh God, that is. No, yeah, it is. Yeah, it is
What are you
tomorrow.
thinking
Oh
of?
God. Tomorrow. Well, I say tomorrow. It's at like 1 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Is Wasted's Escape from Pertam community stream, which I've been also streaming from my own perspective, which is going to be interesting because we still don't have a jump drive, but we need to get to a different planet, so that's going to be fun. Hoppa. Right, that should be everything I need to weld this up. It is not. Why have you not given me the girders and interior plates I need? God damn it, game.
Did you ask politely, maybe?
No, I asked with the build planner, which of course doesn't work because even when they try to implement something helpful, it doesn't go. It's not helpful. Right, there we go. Right, our wind turbines are fully operational, so we should have decent power even when we're not in a storm.
I somehow found 4 metal grids. So I'm building more thrusters.
Huh.
I don't
wonder
know
where
what
those came
from,
from.
but I found them.
Okay. Right. And that's looking pretty good, actually. Not bad. Might be an idea to build a plunge miner.
Like a piston miner?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Maybe, but it will take us forever at the moment.
True, and we don't have any connection points that we can use without rebuilding
Compared
parts of this.
to just taking off the bottom of the tumbleweed and putting a drill here, it is a lot more work.
Yeah, that's true. Oh right, the landing gear are in the way. Okay, that's in the floor. Enough? Hopefully. No, it is not. That enough?
Need more rock.
Oh, why is it? Oh. Thing.
Careful you don't get rid of one of the gyroscopes.
We need to, because that's where the drill's going. And this
Okay,
is
then
in the
move
way.
the gyroscope.
Yeah. And now we should be able to put that there. Yeah, nice. And I shall move the gyroscope. There, because
Still need more rock.
yep.
But very soon we shall be industrially getting rock. Rather than grinding rocks with our bare hands. And also this hand drill.
And also the hand drill, yes.
But still. You know how bad it is for my wrist to use an oscillating object?
Probably quite horrible, I would imagine. I know it wouldn't be good for my wrists, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Out
no
of the
shake
hole.
fits for us. Or is it shake weight? I don't know. The thing that looks like they're jerking something off.
What?
There's
Sure.
some kind of like motorized exercise object, which is basically just a column with like weights on either end that jerk up and down. And basically
I
you just hold it and try to
see.
keep it still. And it looks exactly as bad as you'd think.
Well, Triax, I know exactly what the surprise is waiting on the far end of the Escape from Purtan community event. I have been sworn to secrecy on that end of things. So I'm not allowed to say anything. But yeah.
Speaking of the shake weight and whatnot, and mentioned in my chat of like pulling joints out of sockets. I remember how I said I probably have like a connective tissue disorder of my joints and stuff, or at least one of my friends who has it thinks I probably do. Do you remember this?
I remember this, yes.
Okay.
It was this stream that we talked about it. So,
My memory's not too great either. I get it.
well, my memory's
Well,
awful.
Apparently, Ehlers Danlos, exactly, Pancoin. Apparently, I've never had a joint come out in my entire life. Like, I've never even broken a bone, nothing. Apparently, that particular symptom where your joints pop out of their sockets more frequently only happens on an estrogen-based endocrine system. Which is to say, for the vast majority of people, only happens to women. However, my endocrine system isn't wholly testosterone anymore. So I might have that to look forward to, quote unquote.
Oh dear.
But that's like a matter of if I wasn't non-binary, I would have never known if indeed that's the case. I can now stop falling backwards. Yay!
Well, here's the thing. Wasted is fairly predictable, Triax. What's coming isn't from Wasted. That's what I can say. So yeah. Good luck with that. Because if you think Wasted's predictable, you're not ready.
Just a little bit more rock, and I'll be able to stop the tumbleweed from going forwards as well. And then it will just be a matter of left and right.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, such luxury.
Such luxury. Uh-huh. Luxuriously able to fly properly.
Another detail of that whole story about EDS and stuff is that my friend who has hypermobile, specifically EDS, and thinks I also quite probably have hypermobile EDS, is also trans, and apparently their symptoms before they started HRT and after they started, very much things I experience, according to them, which is why they're very in. Like, hey doc, could you do this genetic test to see if I have this thing? Because I heard about it on the internet from a friend.
Oh, are you guys only seeing my forehead? I'm leaning down, that's why.
I do actually need to talk to my doctor, come to think of it, but eh.
Oh, there we go. I have the unfortunate tendency to sort of try and get closer to my monitor when I'm on stream, when I'm playing games, which also ends up with when I'm on camera, just people seeing only my forehead and nothing but my forehead, because I'm getting closer to the camera as well.
Head cam.
Pretty much. Okay, we have a drill.
Energy critical.
It is not piped up to anything, I don't think, except for that small cargo container. But that is easily remedied.
I have an additional axis of control.
Congratulations.
Let's see, how do we hook this up to the connector?
That is a
Just
very
go-
good question.
Oh, we can literally just go right here.
Right
Small
where?
port to small port.
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
come where I'm standing.
oh yeah, that'll work.
It's like we planned it.
Did we?
No.
Hmm.
But
shame.
it's like we did. That's really nice. That's just like, that's 3 small conveyor tubes.
Mm-hmm. Oh, give me 1 second to give you some extra storage.
Do we need more rock?
I don't know. We might.
No energy.
Oh, I'm running out of energy. Ah. You heard additional ass. What? I mean, I don't think I have any additional ass here.
I do, ever since I started taking HRT. So much. Dear God. There you go, chat. There's your
There's
mention of my butt.
Yep, there's the Thursday mention of Lying's ass. Yep. It was bound to happen at some point.
Fill out your bingo sheet.
Ah. I mean, here's the thing, Triax, and this is just to give you a decent indication. On the veranda, we have armed it with 4 custom turrets, each of which is equipped with 2 disposable rocket launchers and a set of 4 autocannons. So yeah. If that doesn't tell you anything, I don't know what does.
Okay, do we want to close out stream by being able to see the tumbleweed take its first mining trip?
As in, do we want to clear the storm?
I guess, but also, like...
It's
I'm
nighttime.
particularly interested to see if I can ever connect this thing ever again, but...
Let
yeah.
there be light. I mean, you've added, what, 2 additional axes of thrust. Okay.
Forward and backwards are now
Forwards and
controlled, so
backwards,
it's
you
only
don't
left
have
and
side
right.
to side. Okay.
I
That's fine.
probably have we probably have the metal grids for side to side.
You are good on battery, so yeah, why not?
Okay, here we go. Detaching.
Well, that's certainly a sight.
Hey,
Is she mining?
she mining.
Nice.
Definitely needs left and right for this, but it's mining. It's a surface skimmer, is all. Which, hey, is still way faster than us, so...
Oh dear, Taylor. I will bear that in mind and, well, I guess keep my door closed.
Oh.
Taylor is one of my flatmates.
Oh.
Literally lives across the hallway from me and is in your chat for some reason, not
Oh.
my chat. Not sure why, but okay.
Nope.
Oh god. Well,
Okay.
I get. Ah. Oh god. Whoa. Well-
Okay. Did I just decapitate the turbines?
You decapitated more than. Wow.
Not the tumbleweed. Not again.
Well, there goes all of the progress that we made today. Congrats, Lying.
The survival kit is fine, it just needs power. And we clearly have turbines to reconstruct.
I don't know when the last save was.
This
If
feels
I
fine.
exit now without
we can
saving, we might be able to recover this because it saves every 5 minutes. Yeah,
big
I'm
question
exiting
is-
without saving any changes.
There's like 4,000 stone in here, so hey, that worked.
Okay, so our last save seems to be during the construction of the drill, so we're good.
Okay.
Well-
that's fine then.
Yeah. Okay. Well, what a way to end.
That seems an appropriate ending.
Yeah. Right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us today. We might do this again next week. Who knows?
Yeah, depends.
We
what
shall
feel like.
see.
But oof, yeah, that honestly went very well. For instance, I survived.
Well, yes. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us today. It has been fun. You can find all of my social media linked below the stream, including my Patreon, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, all of that sort of thing. And you can find all of Lying's social media at, let's see, we've got youtube.com/remembercomics. What?
You've got that one wrong.
It's not youtube.com/remembercomics?
Who would name a YouTube channel like that? That's an absurd name.
Uh-huh. Anyway.
It's youtube.com/lyingtube.
Is it now?
Of course.
Have you changed it? Have you
Yes.
finally changed it?
Yes. It's only taken me like 10 years, but still.
Congratulations. Okay.
It is now Lying Tube because I couldn't name it Lying because that was too few characters.
You couldn't name it Lying in Bed, Mom?
That's also taken
Oh, okay.
by some colossal douchebag who registered it in 2004.
Wow. Yeah, and you can also find Lying's...
It's me. I'm the douchebag. Don't send them hate, please.
Wow. Okay. You can also find Lying
Yes,
on Patreon.
you can also find me at
as
Patreon
well.
at patreon.com/lying, where you get to do, for as little as $1 a month, keep the lights on, help with my medication, which is very expensive.
Yeah.
And also, like, help me not starve to death under a Tory establishment. Also, you get to take part in this Sunday's, like, Patron Games Day, so...
But for now, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to throw a raid at Rose the Thorn, who is currently playing some Elden Ring. Thank you all very much for joining us today. I hope you all had fun. I certainly did. And yeah, have a very good evening, everyone, and a very good night. I would raid Splitsy, but he
how
doesn't
do you
accept
spell
raids from Rose the Thorn.
All caps?
All non-caps.
Lowercase, you mean?
Yeah, lowercase. There you go.
Okay, and is that separated by underscores?
Nope.
Mr. Lucian _V _ghost?
Nope. All one word.
Right. Rose the Thorn,
Right.
all one word. All one word. Got it.
Yep. Have a very good evening, everyone. I would raid Splitsy, but he doesn't accept raids from people who aren't being followed by him. So, yeah.
It's fair.
Good
That's
night,
fair.
everyone.
Right. Later, everybody.